Good morning, everybody. Morning. So, I have this little dog here next to me this morning, and I already had to do a call with my two youngest because they are at their dad's house, and we got the dog the day that they were leaving. So they are all about little Nina the puppy. So this morning I woke up to them going, "Hey, can we call Nina?" So they called the dog. They didn't want to talk to mom. No, they wanted to talk to the puppy. But of course, who can resist a puppy, right? Who can resist a cute little puppy? But as I was sitting there and I was talking to my little munchkins who are soon to be 4 and 6, I was thinking about all the different things, and I was just looking at so many different things going on in my life and different stuff happening and everything like that. And I just started to kind of realize that, as we hold on, let me save my stuff. No, Nina. No. The problem with having a puppy, they destroy everything, right? They destroy everything. Well, they try to. But, right, just don't take out the furniture, okay? Yeah. But as I was thinking about everything, I started to really come up with the message that I want to share with you guys today is that you got to kind of just completely get rid of your give a shit button. You have to. I was looking at yesterday and different things that clients have told me, friends have told me, even in breakups, relationship breakups. I've got my ex coming over to my house later today with my kids, right? And him and I are definitely in not great terms in this moment. It's pretty fresh after a breakup, only not even quite a year in. And I started thinking about it. It's like just my kids saying, "Hey, Mom, because they asked me last week, we were cooking dinner, and they looked at me and they said, 'Mom, you know what we really want?' And I was like, 'What?' And I was looking at me and they said, 'We want you and Daddy to all of us have dinner together.' And I, of course, told them, 'Yeah, sure, we can make that happen. Like next time it's Mommy's time to have you guys, then, if you guys want to invite Daddy over for dinner, then we can invite Daddy over for dinner.' Because that's what they truly want. That's what's really good for them. At the same time, I have to go, oh my gosh, like there's this moment of this energy that has to be shared with my ex. And there are pieces in there of that I kind of care what he might think, what he feels. He probably cares what I think, what I feel, right? All this different stuff. I just saw the dog drag something across my kitchen floor. I have no idea what's going on. But there's a lot of ego wrapped up in it, right? There's a lot of ego wrapped up in it in one way or another. And as I was sitting here, I was kind of thinking about that because here I am sitting on the phone with my kids and they're getting him to come over to meet the dog, right? And he loves dogs, so he'll be all over the little puppy and everything. But there is this whole thing as to the underflowing current of what is really going on. When we are dealing with other people, there's always a piece of us that is feeling judged. There's always a piece of us that is judging. There's, you can say that you're non-judgmental, and I'm going to say bullshit, because if you're human and if you're breathing, then you're judging. We all judge. That's just part of being human, okay? We all have egos. We all judge. We all have our own opinions about things. Right or wrong does not matter. This is just our whole being, right? So we get into these different things. We may not verbalize them. We may not act on them, but it's still coming up inside of us. So moving into any situation, and kind of like where this kind of came from was because I was like, okay, well, I'm going to have to deal with my ex today. That's not exactly what I wanted to do on the last day of the year. Actually, I have a whole bunch of writing, a whole bunch of work that I need to get done, and then I'm off to an amazing gala in Dallas later after I get a massage today too. So, it's one of those things of just like all this stuff, and now I have this, what could be a negative piece to my day presenting itself. It's only negative, number one, if I allow it to be negative, if I put a negative spin on it, which I'm really not worried about it because I've got a pretty good I don't give a shit button installed. But I was realizing that right there, the I don't give a shit button. Often I get told, you have a really big pause button, as I call it. It's like I hit the pause button a lot. And sometimes that pause button is a pause of a day, 2 days. I'll just step away from something because I'm so far in ego on it. It's pulled up so much inside of me that either I'm overly concerned about the way I'm presenting myself or about what other people are thinking, or I'm caught up in the ego of I'm judging, critiquing the other person. Okay, so any which way, I kind of tend to retract in those moments and pull back. So that's that pause button. In that pause button, that's the you can find the I don't give a shit button. Okay, so you hit the pause button, get your shit together, figure out what's going on, and then ultimately what you need to do is figure out where your I don't give a shit button is, because the I don't give a shit button is pretty simple. It's just not caring so much about what is going on in the other person, how they're perceiving you, what's happening, what's going on. Because here's the reality. If we are too caught up in what other people are thinking about us, if we are too caught up in, and here's the big one, and this is like really, really big, if you get too worried about letting other people down, you're basically turning all your power over to that situation, to those people. You are sacrificing yourself, you're sacrificing your power with just that move of, I'm more concerned about what you think, I'm more concerned about letting you down, I'm more concerned about what's going on over here than actually doing what is in alignment to myself. And I see this often, and I mean, I get into this with clients a lot, is this would be considered work around shame, work around guilt. You know, the whole feeling of sometimes when we feel overwhelmed, and I keep talking about the feeling of overwhelmed because it keeps coming up. It's a very big topic at this time of the year for a lot of us, because we are moving into a new cycle of life. We are moving into this aspect where we want to change, we want to grow. It's now 2019 coming on, and we're looking at things like, I don't want these pieces from 2018, and I've seen all over Facebook, 2018 has been the roughest year. 2018, you know, man, you really duped me. 2018, you've done this. 2018, you've done that. It just tells me that the energy of 2018 was that there was a lot of transition, a lot of transformation, but it all came up in what we perceived as negative events. Very stressful, very challenging events that kind of really shook our boats, right? Rattled our cages, and maybe even tipped us over somewhat. But as we move into 2019, everybody's wanting this space to breathe in, a space that's just like, give me some fucking time to just, I want to be able to live. I need to get things back on track. I need to get back into this mode of just like, get stable, right? Plug the holes in your boat. Well, you're never going to plug the holes in your boat. You're never going to get stable. You're never going to flip your boat back over and find smooth sailing if you're extremely caught up in what other people think or want of you. If you are worried about letting somebody else down, know that in that you are sacrificing your power. You are sacrificing the powerful being that you really are. And that's not going to do anybody good. It's not going to do you good, but it's not going to do the world good either. If you have other people dependent on you, like me, I've got lots of kids and stuff, and I've got a mom and everything, and I've got all these different things that I have to take care of. So me getting caught up in worrying about what even any of them think or feel or letting them down is actually going to hold me back. So I encourage you, as you look at today, the last day of 2018. By the way, Happy New Year, almost. I'm not going to be saying, I might do a Happy New Year at midnight. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what kind of state of being I am in. If I've had too much champagne or, yeah, I think I'll stick to champagne and wine. But as you are sitting here on the last day of 2018, and you're looking at 2019, what do you want the year to be like? How do you want to really live this year out? What are the things that you want to tackle? As you sit down and you look at those goals, as you look at those dreams, the things that you want, how many of those things that you want, that you desire for 2019, have anything to do with anybody else's joy, happiness, okay? If you sacrifice doing things the way you feel is right and in alignment, will that actually still get you to where you want? In other words, if you really look at other people's stuff, if you have a mother, a brother, a sister, a husband, a wife, a boyfriend, a girlfriend, excuse me, a best friend, a child, a colleague, somebody, you know, that's going, hey, we don't approve of what you're doing. We don't like what you're doing. No, that's the wrong direction. But it feels like the right direction to you. Are you going to listen? Who are you going to listen to? Who are you going to listen to? Where is your true power at? And if you really look at it, if you fall prey to what these others are saying, what society's saying, okay, and you fall prey to that, and you go and you just let that happen, you lean into what they're wanting. Number one, does that make you happy? Does that make you happy? Or what do you actually feel? Like, really truly feel into yourself on this, because the answers are there. And like I'm always trying to tell you, is that if it doesn't feel, if you're not happy, if you're not feeling good about something, if you're not pumped up, turned on, and excited about what's going on, then you are probably not in alignment, okay? You're probably not in alignment, because alignment is about joy. Alignment is about happiness. Alignment is about feeling good, physically, mentally, emotionally. If you're feeling overwhelmed, if you're feeling anxiety, if you're feeling all this different stuff that is not of that, then realize that that is your spirit, your soul telling you, hey, I'm not in alignment. I'm preventing good shit to come to me. I am stepping out of my path right now. I'm off the path. I'm off the path. You want to know where the fuck your path is? Everybody's looking for their path. Everybody's looking for where they are. I want to know myself. All right, well, if you want to know yourself and you want to know where your path is, just tap into how you're feeling. Because when you feel like shit, you're not on your path. You're not being your true, authentic, powerful self. When you feel that you are happy, joyous, turned on, full of creative energy, okay? Here you go. This is your path. This is an alignment to who you are, okay? You feel fatigued, you feel frustrated, you feel bitter, you feel depressed, okay? Things aren't lining up for you. Your body is giving out on you. Well, guess what? That's everything saying you're not doing what you actually need to do. You are resisting your own soul path. You are not in soul alignment. And that's why you're getting this resistance in the physical world, resistance in the emotional world, resistance in the mental world. Things are shutting down on you or applying pressure because you're trying to hold on so much and actually control the situation. You may go, no, I'm not trying to control anything. Oh, yes, you are. Oh, yes, you are. Because that's what that resistance is. You're trying to get it to go the direction that you think it should go. You're trying to make it formulate the way you think it should happen. The picture that you think it should happen, the way that should go, that you're thinking what somebody's telling you, okay? And here's where you go, I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. I'm going to focus in on feeling good. I'm going to focus in on what feels good to me. What feels right to me? Where is my joy? Where is my happiness? Where does that make me truly, truly just ignite, right? That's what you're looking for, that ignition. This life, you should be feeling alive, okay? That's what life is about, to feel alive. Yes, we get contrast in life. That contrast is there to show us what we want and what we don't want, okay? But as you get this contrast in life and you start to feel in on it, it also provides you with the ability to truly know, hey, that's what I want and that feels good. So lean toward it. Lean toward it. And when something's not feeling good, get the fuck away from it. Okay? Get the fuck away from it. So, this dog, she's like running back and forth and back and forth. I don't even know what she's chasing. I think she's like got her nose up in the air and she's sniffing and she's running back and forth. And I don't think that there's anything going on in my kitchen, but I don't know. Okay, so, oh, I got a new cup, guys. Look, good vibes. Good vibes. I saw this and it's funny. It has a sloth on it and I really don't like sloth energy. I have a couple people in my life that I refer to as sloth energy people. And I'm like, Sloth. And I saw this, and it's this really pale pink and everything, but I love, anything that says, is talking about vibration, just to keep that constant reminder about it's good vibes, keep myself pumped up and everything. It's all about like staying in the good vibration, right? But then it has this sloth on it, and I was like, what does that mean? Do sloths have good? I guess sloths do have good vibes. And you know what? This is actually kind of a really good cup for today's talk, isn't it? Because do you think that a sloth gives a shit? A sloth does not give a shit. A sloth moves at its own pace. A sloth, oh my God, I just got the message of the cup. I just got the message of the cup. You say, work my own stuff out right here on Conscious Coffee with you. No, a sloth really does move at its own pace. It just is, it's not concerned about the speed of the world. It's not concerned about the speed of other sloths. It's not concerned about the speed of anything going on. It is moving at its own pace, at its vibration, which is a good vibration for its life, right? For its lifestyle. And that's the other thing about being in, when you install that I don't give a shit button, and you start to get really get in your groove, you're gonna find that you can get so much more done, but it might feel like you're not even working. It might feel like you're not really doing anything, and that's when you know that you're really in the groove. Because I know that on those days when I'm really, really vibing it up, and that means that I am in the flow of everything, that I can get, it's like the clock does not even matter, time doesn't exist. I get all this stuff done. I'm living at this higher frequency. I'm totally pumped up, turned on, excited about things, and it's just that charging forward and that really, truly that turn on towards life. Last night I took some time and just to snuggle down, watched a movie, had a couple glasses of wine, ended up falling asleep, waking up, falling asleep again. But it was kind of like, it was kind of slothy. I had a sloth night. I had a sloth night. But it was wonderful. It was absolutely wonderful because I really needed that. I had all this tension in my body going into the evening. I just was tense and felt overwhelmed. And because yesterday I needed to get stuff done, even though it was Sunday, I had my list of things that I needed to get done and accomplished for starting the new year and entering today. And then I went, I'm just not getting this done. Instead, my energy turned to taking care of other people. And it was Sunday, so it was fine. I just went, you know what? It's Sunday, Kendal. It's Sunday. It's okay. Allow your family, allow your friends to just have this space and move with it. But through that, even though I was vocalizing that, and even though I was showing up like that, and I really wasn't upset about it, there was this piece of me inside that was trying to control the day. It was trying to control the day and trying to go, no, but I still need to get this done. I still need to get this done. I have to get this done. And it was really just I was gripping a hold. There was this piece of me that was gripping a hold and trying to steer everything in the direction that I wanted it to go, or thought that it needed to go. And that's the true trick there, right? I thought that it needed to go. So I was trying to steer that. And with that tension just kind of came up in my body. I was like, oh, that's really, really. So taking the evening off after I feel like I kind of took the whole day off, but I didn't take the whole day off. I spent the whole day creating tension, creating frustration in my body, creating tightness. And I needed to just be led into this space of flow, which I successfully received. But notice my choice of words there. I successfully received. And that is another piece of the whole manifestation puzzle, right? Is to learn how to receive. And that receiving is just that opening up, that experiencing of it and stepping in. Because as soon as I allowed myself to start receiving, it felt so good. And I felt this okay, yeah, this feels good. This feels better. And leaning into that and just letting things go. And then my mind got off of all the stuff that I had it on all day long, all the worry, all the 1, 2, 3s that I was trying to do. And it just embraced the moment and just went, oh, yeah. So look for those days. And I'd really encourage you today. I know a lot of people are working today, but work, not work, doesn't matter. That doesn't change you in your head and with the way you can feel about things or not feel about things. Stay conscious to your feelings. And I'm not necessarily talking about your emotions here. I'm talking about your feelings. How do you feel inside your body? Do you feel good or do you not? Okay? Really try to pay attention to that. Are you happy? Are you not? Does this feel like a fuck yes to you, or are you because if you're not a fuck yes, then you're a fuck no. Get right with that right there and really look at the areas that you potentially are acting in accordance to what you think you need to be doing for somebody else, in accordance to, you know, oh, well, I don't want to let so-and-so down. I said I was going to do this. I don't want to let them down. So I'm going to go ahead and push through and do this anyway, even though it's not in alignment to me, even though I just said that because I thought that's what they wanted to hear. Even though I was like, oh yeah, that's fine. I'm going to do that. But even though I'm not really a fuck yes to it, but that would be really nice for that person. I would be really good for that person. Feel into that. And if you really are not in alignment to it, if it causes frustration or some sort of congestion in your body, realize that you're a fuck no. And realize that that is you preventing yourself from being powerful, preventing yourself from really, truly embracing who you are. And can you guys go do that in the kitchen, please, so that I don't have all that rustle right there? Just go over there, please. And hand it to me in a second. Thank you. Breakfast delivery. But just really step in to that feeling and notice within yourself if you are turning your power over to others, to other things outside yourself, and if you're really just giving too much of a shit. Because if you're giving too much of a shit, realize that you are sacrificing who you are, you're sacrificing your path, and you're for sure sacrificing the power that you have. So lean into that. I am going to go ahead and say goodbye to you on this because breakfast is here and I'm a little bit hungry, and I woke up late, slept in two and a half hours longer today than what I normally sleep. So that was really good. I guess I'm having a day of just self-pampering today, which is nice. That's what my spirit is saying that I need to do. So that is what I'm going to go ahead and do. Okay, guys, as always, stop existing, start living. If you are interested in doing one-on-one coaching with me, if you would like to explore a good swift ass kick and getting your year started right with 2019, know that Boss Life 500 is there for you. It is a program made available for everybody. So it is one-on-one signature coaching with me where I can work with you on anything that your heart's desire. So you want to really kick in the new year with starting a business. You want to really transform your relationship. You want to transform your health. You want to transform anything that you really truly need. You just need a good swift kick on just getting your goals lined up and knowing what you need to do. You want to manifest a whole bunch of cash flow, manifest happiness, manifest whatever it is. Let me know on that. Fill out the application on there. Make yourself committed to step into action for yourself. Stop saying no to yourself. Stop saying yes to everybody else. Take the action that you need. Make 2019 a fucking amazing year. It's time to say yes to you. Click on the link here that Addison has provided for Boss Life 500, and I will see you on the other side. I will catch you tomorrow morning with another Conscious Coffee. See you then, everybody.